First arriving in Angola, I was just excited again to be in such a fun world where anything and everything does happen, and things that you would normally turn your head and drop your jaw kind of thing doesn't really drop your jaw when you're in Angola. I mean, to see 5 people on one moped is funny, but it's common in Angola, and it's just a crazy country. And I was excited to be back in that society of living and of just the craziness of the traffic, and just there's so much stimuli when you're in a foreign country like that. It's nothing like America, and I was excited when I got there on the ground, and I just was ready to see what Saving Moses was doing there. The first thing that affected my positive outlook of being in a new country, I think, would have to be visiting the first malnutrition clinic and walking in the receiving building. This is the building where the kids go when they first get there, because when they first get there, that's normally when they're at their worst, when the mother realizes that she can no longer take care of the child without further help. And we walked in there, kind of duck your head and walk in the small doorway, and just instantly just hit by tons of crying babies and babies that are in bad shape. That's when all of it became very real, very fast for me. And very quickly on, when I saw the worst baby that I've probably seen ever. And this baby was on the outside of the clinic, of the receiving building, being held by her mother, and her mother was taking her clothes off, revealing how bad off the baby was. And it just really was just terrible. And this baby was so malnutritioned that its legs and skin were wrinkling. I mean, it looked like a old person in a baby form. It was just flooring, and I just was just, wow, this is real. Just as a videographer, immediately trying to get footage of that, but at the same time noticing that the mother was confused on why we were so interested in her baby. I had to get around that feeling of why are you here, and push away from the mothers, because I felt like if people were able to see this, then people would help. I think Todd said it really well, that there is a filter between you and the subject. You know, you've got the camera and you've got your job right here, and then you've got your subject off in the background. And so there's some sort of separation that is created. You're not just standing there looking at them, you're doing a job. And though you need to find a place where you can be the videographer and at the same time be a Christian that cares about these people and has a heart for these people. Though how to bridge the gap between an American and a mother with a starving baby, I don't know how to do that. I don't know. And what can you do? I hope that the video that we captured is going to help to provide money to help these kids, is my hope. I didn't know what a malnutrition baby would look like, and what it looked like was that they could just break in half. I mean, a mother was putting on the socks to a little baby's leg, and it was just so wrinkled, it looked like someone you'd see in a nursing home that needed assistance. I mean, it looked like the leg was just gonna break, and it was just hard to see, because that was something that we saw multiple times, this strange form of malnutrition that looked like someone who just taken all the nutrients out of the babies. And it was just hard to even fathom what, I don't know, I don't understand. being on the ground there with the mothers, it's hard to describe. You see the desperation and you see the love that she has for the baby, and the reason that she's there is to help her baby and to feed it. It's just, when they look at me and look into my eyes, and just, I have no way of getting on their level. I have no experience with what they're going through. I mean, I'm an American. Everything is so readily there for me. At one moment, I said to Clint, our interpreter, "What is that bulge on that baby? Is that a tumor, or is that, what is that?" And he told me that that was actually parasites and worms inside the child's stomach, and that was a bulge of that. And I asked, do they get the medicine to fix that? Is that fixable? And he said that those babies are the ones that are getting the medicine, but they're not getting it readily enough and often enough to deal with the issue. And that was just so real and so powerful. Just can't imagine to be a mother in that situation, to have those visual bulges of basically worms inside their kids. And I'm not a person that can cry. I'm not a person that cries very often. I came so close there, and I just had to make a decision. I was either going to stay there and cry there on the scene, or I was going to walk away and be able to clear my mind of the situation for just enough time to keep filming so that these people can get their story out. And I made a decision just to walk away. And so you can't really prepare yourself, especially when, I mean, you have never seen poverty like this before. And I don't know what poverty is, you know, and going there, I saw real poverty. It was difficult for me to get in front of the camera today, just to put it all out on the table and remember everything. And it's only been 3 days since we got back, and I still feel like I haven't dealt with everything. And it's almost like I need to cry over what I saw, and I just can't bring myself to do it. And I guess that's just my personality, but I still feel like one of these days it's just gonna hit me in some situation. But I would say in conclusion of the trip that it was just really great to be able to be blessed with seeing how God's helping these people that are desperately in need of food and care for their kids. And I would say overall that I was very happy to be able to go on that trip.